Doing? Hey, Witchy Jinx, how are you? Sorry, guys, just getting on here, so give me a minute to wake up and get everything ready and rolling. I'm doing really good. We actually had a lot of fun yesterday. We went to a pet parade, and Bonnie and Luna won the shortest pet. Hi, Cassie! They were the shortest pet there, so they won the shortest pet, which was awesome. They're such good ferrets. Hi, Lackey Cooley! Hey, Cassie! And of course, we did enter Muffin in for the greatest trick because she can do tarot reading. But, unfortunately, there was a lot of dogs there, so she could not do her trick with all the dogs there because the dogs were trying to eat her, so she stayed in her carrier, and we said we're going to go ahead and skip on our trick because she can't do her trick with all the dogs. But I was like, I can show you to you, and they're like, okay, go ahead and show it to us, and I showed them that her doing tarot, and they literally looked at us and was like, that's not her doing that, that's you doing it. I'm like, yeah, no. Yeah, if you'd have seen her in person do it without all the doggies, she'd have kicked butt. Wouldn't you have, Muffin? They just wanted the person that was going to win the best trick to win the best trick, because they didn't want Muffin to beat her. Right, Muffin? Yeah, we know. Yeah, we know. Lackey, to get on the list, all you have to do is type !join, and there should be a link, but just came up. Use that link and go through it. Alright.
Except for the people on TikTok. Please be.
Alright, Jinx. Witchy Jinx. Will I hear from my true love very soon? So we have the Moon, we have the Emperor, and we have the High Priestess. The Moon is completion of the cycle, living in the world of dreams. So that's, in the recent past, you heard from them not too long ago. So you've completed that cycle, you actually are hearing from them, but it was in the past recently ago. The Emperor says, struggling for personal independence. And then the High Priestess says, you need to follow your intuition. So, what does that mean here? That means you need to be guided by your intuition. In the future, you need to be guided by your intuition. Your intuition will take you back to your true love. It's just, for right now, you need to struggle and get your independence and get your freedom away from everything else, and then go back towards your true love, okay? Good luck, Miss Jinx. Oh, come on. 24 hours sleeping, that's a freaking amazing trick. All kitties can do that, though. Kay Dawson, general reading, gotcha. Yeah, Muffin's best trick is obviously doing tarot, but she can pull the sleeping thing pretty well. She only gets about 18 hours in, though, so she's not as good as your cat. Alright. Ace of Cups, Knight of Wands, and the Hanging Dragon. The Ace of Cups says there is emotional fulfillment in the recent past. The Knight of Wands says dynamic male energy. And then the Hanging Dragon says that there's, I think it's everything's upside down, topsy-turvy. Let me double check that, or it might be a period of delay. Suspended activity and a period of delay. So what this means is there is a dynamic male energy in your life. I don't know who that is. They could be causing you some problems. They could be causing you some issues, Kevin. So just be aware. This person could be like basically going against you work-wise. They could be doing something to that effect. But just remember, it will be fixed in time. Okay. Becky, we do paid and free. That is correct. We do free ones, which are 3 cards. Our 3 cards are free of charge, and then our 10 cards are $10.
Sorry, guys, if the text is messed up. I did a...
The text actually looks a lot better now. The free tarot readings kind of...
I had to delete all of the texts and redo it.
It's not bad.
There was a...
Oh, you did pay? You paid on Cash App? I did not see that yet. I am so sorry.
I didn't.
I'm so sorry, Becky. My Cash App did not go through. I apologize. Not your fault. All right. All right. And what is your question, Becky? Just got it. Just got your question. So, all right. So, what's your question there, Becky? Or did you submit it already? Ah, see, look at that. Well, like I said, my Cash App was being stupid. Alright, Lackey, you're going to be after... You're going to be coming up here soon. Right now, we're going to take care of Becky's. New job will go. You got it. Love doing 10 cards for jobs.
How does that look?
Other than the free tarot readings at the top, it's good. But that's just because I think that's fine. It looks great. Alright, let's do this. Let's do this. Alright. Muffin, back up. Alright, so we're looking at a job here, so let's go ahead and start. First and foremost, your present position is the Ten of Swords, which is you have to have patience and just go along with the flow of the world. So you're going to basically, when you first get in there, it's going to be very, very much so that, you're just going to be going with the flow. You can't really change much about what's going on. You just have to have patience and go with the flow. Your immediate influence is going to be the Page of Wands, which I believe is learning and traveling. Yep, learning and traveling, which means, obviously, you're going to be learning the job and traveling around the position. The Three of Wands tells me you're in a leadership position, or you're going to be working towards a leadership position while you're there. So leading others by example, so make sure you're basically learning to become that leader that you want to be. So, because that's your goal, is to be a leader, obviously. Past things are the Nine of Cups, which says you were living your life as a celebration, or you had a pregnancy in the past. That's kind of what's put you in the situation where you weren't able to get this job before. The Two of Cups said a new relationship started, or a new phase in the existing relationship happened in the recent past. Hey, Promise, good to see you. No, you have not been skipped, Lackey. I'm doing Becky's, which is, I'm doing hers, which is a paid. Paid's go to the front, and then I'll do Cassie's, then I'll do yours. Then the last thing we have is for the future, which is the Three of Cups, which is an unforeseen friend or an old friend coming back into your life. So, what we got here is... Basically, you had a pregnancy in the past, or you're living your life as a celebration, whatever, that kind of prevented you from getting into the job that you wanted. Just recently, you got a new relationship. That relationship put you in a good position where you're able to get the job. And now you got some old friends coming into your life, which may be part of the job. I'm not sure. Alright, so now we want to look into what's going on with the job in the future. So the question here is Strength Inversed. And Strength Inverse doesn't always have a great aspect to it, because Strength Inverse tells us that we're not standing up for ourselves, usually. But let me double check that. I just want to make sure I say this right, because I don't want to screw this up. Too emotional, not thinking things through. So your current position, or your current... You, the questioner, are in a situation where you're too emotional, you're not thinking things through. So, as you go into this thing, you're very emotional, and you need to slow yourself down, take your time, and think things through. The next card is about the environmental factors, or that are going to be going around. And the Fool Inverse tells me there's going to be negative energy. There's going to be basically a devotion of energy, which means that it's not going to be a bad time. It's just going to be like... It's going to be like people have no energy, they don't really care, they don't really do anything, they don't really care about anything. And that being said, just means that it's a lot of people that have been there for a long time that just don't know what to do with themselves. The next thing we have is the Six of Swords, which is the inner emotions of youth, which is a alleviation of the tensions or alleviation of the negative things in your life. So you're going to start feeling better, you're going to start growing. Meanwhile, other people around you may not have that energy. So, all in all, Your job is going to be very, very good for you. Obviously, though, you're going to notice there's a lot of people around you that don't care. And the final thing is the Chariot. Now, the Chariot inverse says, as a final result, that you're going to start a lot of cycles, and unfortunately, those cycles are going to be unfinished. That means that you're going to start a lot of projects at this job or to try to improve this job, and a lot of them will end up being unfinished due to probably management above you or things around that fact. Your leadership will start many projects, but many of those projects may not see fruition or completion. So be aware of that and understand that even though that is the case, you will lead and you will, implement things amazingly in time. Okay? Any card I can explain to you and give you more information about, Becky? Or are you good to go? You can. I just let me get one of these, one or two of these 3 cards out, and I'll get right to a love reading for you. Okay? Perfect. Yeah, let me just go ahead. You can pay for one, no problem, and let me get through that. And let me go ahead and knock out like 1 or 2 of these frees real quick so I don't have them all backing up on me. So I will go right back to yours right after that, okay? All right, Cassie, will things improve career-wise in the upcoming 6 months? All right. Cassie, we have the Magician, we have the Queen of Cups, and we have the 8 of Swords. The Magician is the voice of reason. Wait. I think it's putting across your voice to a much wider. Yeah, putting across your message to a much wider audience. The voice of reason. So you need to put out your voice to a much wider audience, which means you need to go around and you need to basically talk to a lot of people in your command. The Queen of Coins says that you're emotionally sensitive, which means you're going on that roller coaster of up and down, where you're feeling that you're improving, but then you're not improving, and then improving and not improving, back and forth, which causes the 8 of Swords, which is frustration. The need for patience and to have patience to find your way out of your problem. So as things go for your work-wise or as your things go for your career, they're going to improve over time, but you need to have patience and you need to slowly work on yourself and others around you as you go forward, okay? Good luck, Cassie. And then we'll knock out lackeys real quick, and then we'll go back to yours, Becky. Lackey. Unfortunately, I don't know. This one would technically be a DNA. I mean, this would definitely... I'm not sure. We'll see what I can do. I can't promise anything on this one, Lackey, but I'll see what I can do. The World Inverse, the Emperor, and the King of Cups. The World Inverse says, first and foremost, fear, carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders. So Darius is basically in fear, and he's carrying the weight of the world on his shoulders. The Emperor on the inverse says that he is bossy, unable to receive from others, so he's basically acting like he refuses to believe that could possibly be any way chance that this is his. But the ending results might be the King of Cups, which is an emotionally mature man capable of giving and receiving love. Which means that the cards are looking at this, possibly that he may be a father in the end of this, and he will be able to give and receive love to this child. Now, that being said, that's future. Right now, he's going to deny, but, I mean, the DNA test may look like it's going to come out that a positive to yes, he is. Or the DNA test may come out negative, and he may still try to become a father. Okay? So, be prepared. But yeah, it's definitely like he's setting up for it, Lackey. Alright, Rebecca, let's go ahead and get you knocked out for a 10 card for a love reading. And I'll get right back to you, Promised Land, after this one. How you been, Promised Land? It's good to see you again.
I did something for you on YouTube. I want to see if it works.
Ooh, I like how you did that. Whatever you did to the TikTok, it's actually starting to see. I can see it all now.
Is it better?
Yeah. Alright, Becky, let's see what we got for you.
I just highlighted or bolded everything, and...
It brought it in?
Yes.
That sounds good. Sometimes works. It works that way. Alright, Becky, we've got the Knight of Cups. We have the Knight of Swords. Interesting. We have the Queen of Swords. We have the 8 of Coins. Oh, wait. 8 of Coins would be down here. Why did I do that? 6 of Coins. King of Coins. Oof. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, my. Alright, so, Becky. First and foremost, we have the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Cups is your current stance, which the Knight of Cups says that you're an emotionally sensitive male. And I know that sounds weird, but just think of it this way. You're emotionally sensitive, so you're going through a lot of ups and downs as far as relationships go. The Knight of Swords says the balance of power is in your favor, though. So this means that there are relationship options out there for you at this time, but you currently are not entertaining them. You currently are basically, you have them, you have multiple options, but you're kind of looking at them going, yeah, I don't want no scrubs and I don't want no little boys. Anyways, the next thing is the goal here is the Queen of Swords. You're a woman of determination, but you have barriers between you and others. And that's where you stand as a goal. That's what you kind of want in the end sight as far as love goes, is what the cards are saying. And the reason they say that is because, for one, in the past, you have the 8 of Coins. This is the far distant past, the 8 of Coins. The 8 of Coins says hard work, but approaching your harvest time. I'm sorry, the crafting of work's ability been demonstrated. So in the past, you demonstrated your work, you crafted up, you got really, really good for work-wise, and with that, you were doing very, very well money-wise, and then it comes up to the recent past, which is the 6 of Coins, which is wanting to be generous, but the need to be more discriminative. Which means to tell me that you've had a lot of guys kind of take advantage of you money-wise, or you've had a lot of people relationship-wise take advantage of you money-wise. And that has put you in this situation where you don't want to spread the wealth, you do not want anybody near you that's going to take advantage of you, so you tend to put up barriers and you keep people at a distance rather than let them in. Now, the future for you is a King of Coins. The King of Coins is a man at the top of his trade and or profession. This is a leader. He's a good man. He knows he's got his own money. He doesn't need yours. That's the type of guy you're looking for. So, that's what we're watching for, is that King of Coins. Now, coming forward to the next cards, we've got the 2 of Wands, which is your this is your questionnaire, then environmental factors, then then your inner emotions, and your final results. Okay? So, the 2 of Wands is good advice being given and received. Okay? So, the questionnaire, you got a lot of good advice being given to you, and you're receiving a lot of good advice from a lot of people around you, and that advice is telling you what you need to hear. It's telling you who to stay away from and who to go for. The next thing you have is environmental factors, which is the 5 of Coins, is what you've taken a huge expense recently from, changing one job to another. You probably took a financial hit from that, or you have some unforeseen expenses coming your way that you need to be aware of and understand that even though these are coming your way, you should have the money to take care of them, but be wary that this guy might want to step in and help out type thing. So that's a good thing, hopefully. The next thing that we have here, which goes to our 9th card, which is the inner emotions, is the 2 of Swords. Now, this is indecision. Now, this means to tell me that I think there might be 2 men that actually are going to play for your emotions. One's going to be a man that's the top of his trade and profession. The other is going to be one that may not be as so much. You may have feelings for him, but he just may not have the pedigree to back it, so to speak. So, the final thing is the 8 of Cups. Now, the 8 of Cups, this is our final results. The 8 of Cups says looking for something on a much deeper level. So, when it comes to those decisions, in the end, you need to look at the 2 men at a much deeper level and think, what is it I really, really want, and what is it I really, really need? Because money is great and everything, love is great and everything, but, if you can't, you can't have one way or the other. You can't sometimes get one way or the other. You have to choose one. So you have to kind of figure out which one you really, really want and see if you can get the guy to go the way he needs to. All right, Becky? Any other info needed on that, or good? I can definitely see there's a few things that they're kind of concerning here. Be careful about the unforeseen expenses coming up, though. Okay? Just be very, very careful for those unforeseen expenses, Becky. So try to plan a little bit of cash on the side, okay? Gladly, Becky. Glad to help out. Much love to you and good luck to you. The Promised Land, you're up next. Can we see what that is? Yeah, I can. Give me a second. The Emperor, the World, and the Nine of Wands. So the Emperor is looking for your own independence. So when you start to search for your own independence, you're going to hit a roadblock. Basically, the world is going to give you success. You're going to basically get what you need to do. But you're going to have a barrier between you and others, so you're going to need somebody to support you and help you through that with the Nine of Wands. So what that probably is going to be is just somebody... it'll probably just be like maybe a car breakdown, something semi-minor, but something you kind of expect. Okay? Why are you singing, Kitty?
You said, tell me what you want.
Hey, Daisy!
And the song just went in my head.
So, definitely, Becky, that definitely looks like it's going to be something minoristic, but it may be expensive. Alright? So, like, it's not life-threatening, but, like, your car breaks down or you have to get a brake job type thing. Not a problem. Alright, the Promised Land. Should I be with Tyrone? And do we have a future? Let's see what we got for you. Four of Coins, the Hierophant, and the Chariot. The Four of Coins says, save your money. Promised Land, save your money. Then the Hierophant inverse. It tells us, stuck in tradition, unable to keep up with the times. And then the Chariot says, keep your eye on keep your eye on the prize, and do not veer off your course, and you shall obtain what you wish. So here's the thing: do you want to have a future with Tyrone or not? And that's a good question that sits on the mind of people. Are you with him for a reason? You know, are you with him for a tradition? Are you stuck on a tradition, thinking that you're supposed to be with him, or do you really want to be with him and you want to put in the time? If you want to put in the time and you want to keep with him, then yes, he is somebody to stick with. If you don't want to put in the time and you do not really want him, then put your goals towards someplace else and you'll find the better place or you'll find the better person. Don't let yourself be stuck in the past just because you're afraid of the future. Okay? So I hope that helps, alright? Promised Land? And yes, you are funny, Kitty. You're amazing.
You said that and the song just immediately went through my head. So tell me what you want, what you really, really want.
I'll tell you what you want. What you really want. I really want to zigzag. Daisy!
You want my future?
Oh. Daisy, if you wanted to use your skip, you had to say something, because I was kind of in the middle of something, but there's not many people in here, so there's not really much of a need for a skip. But hi, Daisy. Seven of Cups, Page of Wands, and the Strength. So, Daisy, here's the deal. First and foremost, the Seven of Cups, which is confusion. You need to get your priorities in order. That's the past. The past keeps on telling you, get your priorities in order, get your priorities in order, get your priorities in order, and you keep on ignoring that, but you need to get your priorities in order. You have to. If you don't, you're going to be in some trouble. The next thing is the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands says, learning and traveling. This is learning about yourself and traveling. You know, this may be traveling back and forth between dropping the kids off, things like that. This could be traveling back and forth between work. There is a lot of things you need to learn, and there's a lot of things you have to, you know, there you go, started a second job tonight, so there you go, traveling back and forth. And then finally, strength is intention is cause, and thoughts follow through, or power follows through. And this one basically says that if you both have intentions in the proper way, those intentions will follow properly. Now, as far as a timeline goes, all I have is 7, and that could mean 7 weeks, 7 months, that could be 7 years, I don't think it's years though, but we're looking at 7, you know, we're definitely looking at 7 at least days, 7 at least weeks of fixing yourself. You need to get yourself in order and get your stuff taken care of, because if you don't, you're going to end up flopping right on your face because you're not actually seeing the answers. So, take some time and work on Daisy. Don't work on Zayden. Work on Daisy. Okay? Much love, girl. Hope that helps.
Hey. I want to give every female some advice of what my daddy told me, and I have an amazing husband called Dark. Let him go. If he bounces back to you, he's yours. If he doesn't come back, he wasn't yours to begin with.
Hey, that's the same thing with women. I mean, if you love her, let her go. If she comes back, she was yours. If she doesn't come back, she never was. Will Anna, what do I need to hear right now? Will Anna, are you here? Hey, Ariana, what's up? And not a problem, promise. Always glad to help, girl. Williana, the question is, what do I need to hear right now? We have the High Priestess, the Eight of Coins, and the Knight of Wands. The High Priestess inverse tells us that... oof, can't speak today. It tells us that you're superstitious and deluded, which means you should be superstitious of the men around you, and you're being deluded, or you're being what's the word I'm looking for? Deluded, or you're being huckshied. You're being kind of goofed over on. Basically, he may be cheating behind you. He may be doing bad things to you behind your back, things like that. The next thing you need to know is the Eight of Coins. The Eight of Coins tells you that your hard work is about the craftsman at work's abilities being demonstrated. So your craftsmanship or your hard work is being demonstrated, and people are seeing it. And it may be time for you to cash in on that. So it may be time for that raise, and maybe time to talk to the people. Final card we have is the Knight of Wands, which is dynamic male energy, which tells us definitely a male in your life is not a good person. He is definitely got that Chad vibe and definitely doing some bad things. Again, cheaters beware. So hope that helps. And I know you are, Daisy. I know you are, but I'm just telling you what the cards say. For crying out loud. You know me. I've got to. I gotta be honest with you, and I gotta say exactly what the cards say. Alright. Andrea!
Oh, give me 1 second. I think your Twitch isn't... Oh, it is. Never mind.
Twitch is up and working. There's only
I
5
saw
people.
exclamation join for Dark Apostle, and I didn't see anything after
Yeah, it was
that.
above it. For some reason, it sometimes gets it before it even says it. I don't know why. But anyways. Alright, Andrea, we have the Two of Cups, which is a new relationship starting or a new phase in an existing relationship. We have the Three of Wands, which is taking leadership or learning to lead. And then we have the Five of Coins, which is unforeseen expenses. Do I see earning money? I see an unforeseen expense in the future. I see your relationship going someplace with it. I mean, you may be joining a relationship. You may be earning more. And you may lead more. But right now, as it stands, I see a little bit more expenses in your futures before I see earnings. I'm sorry to say that, but I hope that helps.
Kind of with every job, though.
It is with every, especially when you're camming and stuff like that. It's very, very expensive at the beginning. But then it makes up for it in the end. But hopefully, we'll see.
Especially if you scam stammers.
Yep. Ariana, the beautiful Aries Empress! What? Good. Alright. Ariana, I understand that one. I understand this question so well, it's not even funny. I get the closure question. I hate it. It drives me crazy when I don't have closure on something. Hold on a second. Cards being goofy. Judgment, Nine of Wands, and the Two of Coins. Judgment. You're going through some powerful transformations and some immense pressure is upon you from it. So, Ariana, you've been going through some transformations, you've been growing, you've been doing a lot of great things. And doing that, it basically ends up with, sadly, some situations end without closure, and it's very, very hard on you, but it happens. The Nine of Wands says you need to take down your barriers that you have up and let other people support you. And that might be what's causing you not to get the closure you want, is because you basically put the barriers up to keep people out. And that could be what's happening. And then finally we have the Two of Coins, which is same job, different location. Which, I mean, with your job, you kind of can do it wherever you want. You're kind of always traveling, which that's kind of the truth with you. So you're always doing something here and there and there and here. But here's the thing. To get the closure, you got to remember, it's all about that communication. Foundation, communication, and trust are the three most important rules to any relationship in the world. And as long as you keep those three things, existent in a relationship, you will do well. If you don't have those three things, you should tell the guy to kick rocks before he ever gets anywhere near you. Okay? Much love to you, girl, and I hope that helps. Dark Apostle! Oof. How do I deal with Father's Day?
Are you a father in yourself?
I think they just lost their father recently, I think. Correct?
I can't remember if Dark Apostle is a girl or a boy, so I'm just gonna go with they, them.
So what's going on, Dark? I mean, did you just recently lose your father, or never had one? Oh, okay. That makes sense, okay. I got you.
Are you one of those people that calls your partner daddy?
Hey! Be good.
Hey! All of us do it, okay? No judgment here.
The Seven of Coins is the first thing, which is hard work, but approaching your harvest time. So in the past, you've been approaching your harvest time, so you've been working really, really hard to be who you are. And to be who you are, it takes a lot of work, and you're approaching harvest time, okay? The Five of Wands comes up next, okay? The Five of Wands says, challenge for others, hold fast your resolve. This means when it comes to certain issues or certain questions, you're kind of challenging, you're kind of maybe abrasive about certain things, you're kind of a little bit hard to deal with. But that being said, it's because your past, and your past is your past, and that's who you are. So don't change who you are. Just understand that you need to maybe open up and communicate a little bit around with the people around you and things like that. The final thing we have is the Lovers. The Lovers tells me that the way that you're going to deal the best with this is through intensity in relationship. So what you have to understand is that you have a partner, and that partner is there for you, and that partner will be able to help you through it and give you the advice you need. That's at least what the cards are saying. They're saying go to your partner, and your partner is going to be the person to talk to. As far as not having a father and stuff like that, I'm going to be... Now, this is not from the cards. This is from me. As somebody that has lost my father unfortunately passed away quite a few years ago. Once I lost my father, dealing with Father's Day was very, very hard, because even though I am a father and I would get cards and stuff like that from my daughter and stuff like that, it's like, I was like, God, I don't feel like I deserve this because my dad's gone and things like that. Or, I don't feel like I know how to be a father because, my dad really wasn't exactly the greatest father in the world, to be honest with you. He did not exactly teach me the things I needed to know to be a great father, trust me. That being said, there are people in your life that you will meet that, in all honesty, give you the honest truth of what it is to be a father. And they are the people that actually matter. I've been gracious enough to have a teacher. His name was Flynn. He was a phenomenal guy that basically acted like a father towards me and helped me get the education I needed. I have an amazing father-in-law that has stepped up to be a father to me, and he's helped me to learn more about cars that I didn't know about. He's helped me to learn about a lot of things and stuff like that. And I think that's when it comes down to it, is you kind of will find your father figures when you find your father figures. And they're the people you choose to call a father figure, rather than the person that was given to you as a father. Alright? I hope that helps, Dark, and maybe you can get a little information from that. Not a problem, Apostle. Not a problem at all. Just good luck out there. I mean, I'll be honest. It took 40 years for me to be a dad. It really did. I was a shitty one. It was Kitty getting in my ass and basically telling me, "Hey, you need to fix this." That made me a better dad. And meeting her dad and seeing all that stuff and stuff like that. So, it just don't worry. You got time. All right, Miss Brenda. Miss Brenda.
My daddy raised one hell of a good woman.
Yes, she did. Muffin, you're adorable over there. Nobody can see you, though. They can't see you.
She's thinking, yeah.
They can't see you. You're hidden from everybody.
And I just brushed you, too.
Alright. The Two of Cups, which is a new relationship starting or a new phase in the existing relationship. Okay, so this is, for a career, this could be a new career starting or a new phase in the existing career. Okay? The King of Wands is a man of leadership. And then the Justice card says it'll bring balance and harmony. So there's a man of leadership within your career that you consider a good person or a good mentor or a good person to talk with. He's going to be the one that's going to give you the better option, or he maybe is giving you the better solution to this problem. And that's going to bring balance and harmony to you. If that makes sense, Mr. Brenda. Alright? I don't know why, but that's what I'm getting. So, there's a man of leadership within your career that's somebody you know and you trust, and that's the person to talk to, and they're going to give you the best solution and the best path that I'm aware of. That's at least what the cards say. So I hope that helps. Good luck, Miss Brenda.
Oh.
Apples, lemon, what?
Miss... I think that's Miss Brands.
Miss what?
Whatever their name is on Twitch just redeemed a treat for Muffin.
Oh, Miss Brenda?
Yes. I was gonna say, don't you dare reject treats.
If she rejected treats, I'd have to think she's crazy.
I'd worry.
Apples and lemons. Who's apples and lemons? Can I have a love reading on MSNI? You got it. Apples and lemons. Where are you? Here. Hi, apples. Hello. Welcome. Hey, Autumn. Welcome in. All right. Well, welcome to the channel, Apples and Lemons. Good to see you. Let's see what we can find out for you in MS. We have the Ace of Swords, we have the Three of Wands, and we have the Hanging Dragon. So the Ace of Swords says there was a breakthrough in the recent past. So in the recent past, I'm guessing there was a breakthrough. Either you kind of felt that you liked him, or he finally admitted that he liked you. So that was the recent past. The Three of Wands says that you've been taking leadership role in this relationship, and you've kind of been the leader in the relationship so far. And so you've been like actually taking the leadership role. You've kind of been planning the dates. You've been planning everything. Kind of everything's on you, which is not exactly a bad thing, but you're kind of getting to the point where you're like, I don't know how I feel about this. Because the final thing is the Hanging Dragon, and the Hanging Dragon says that everything is upside down and topsy-turvy. What this means is, like sometimes like to say this one is, it's all wibbly-wobbly, timey-wimey. So the relationship in the future is going to get all really confusing, and the reason it's going to get confusing is because, unfortunately, with you leading and there not being communication between the two of you, and him actually choosing to actually participate rather than you just doing everything yourself, it's going to lead you to basically having a lot of confusion and possibly a breakup in the long run, or possibly a breakdown in the long run. My best advice is this, which is foundation, communication, and trust. Those are the three things I follow on every relationship out there. And that means foundation means you have, something in common with each other. Communication, you guys talk to each other. And then trust, obviously, you trust each other to do things. As long as you guys can work those three things out and you can make those three things happen, you can make the relationship last as long as you want. And then it won't go all crazy, timey-wimey, okay? Good luck, apples and lemons. Or apples, lemon. But I can't speak today. I am horrible at speaking today. Next up is Demon Queen, Laura. Aww. Congratulations on the proposal. That's awesome. Alright, Laura, congratulations on the proposal. That's amazing. I'm very happy for you. Let's see if it's going to work out. So, apple lemon, that's not the question you asked. If you want to put in another question for that, we can do that. But the question you asked was, just a relationship. And that's what it was telling me, is that basically it's going to be wibbly wobbly. So what I mean? You know what I mean? I would love to answer that. I mean, if you want to put in another question, you're more than free to. You're perfectly fine. Hi, Kitty!
We don't limit just one question, guys.
We have no problem with you asking as many questions as you want. Dazzling Empress Aries. Whoa! I did yours, Ariana? I am so sorry. I thought you were in here. Ariana's. What was your question real quick? Oh, it was about, okay. So, it said that you were going to be traveling for your work in the end. You're going to, you need to resolve yourself and resolve your presence. You needed to basically find your center and fix yourself first, Empress, and then after that you'd be traveling. And make sure that you understand that, you have to, have patience to make it through those things, alright? But you can go back in the live and see the answer. I'm sorry I just read it without you being here. But you're more than welcome to go back and look at it. So there you go. Okay. So the question I asked for it to work, you can't do a I'd have to pay for that. No, absolutely not, Demon Queen. I got you.
The only times that we have you really pay for readings, guys, is if you want an in-depth 10 card.
Yeah, the only time you pay for a reading is 10 cards, not for 3 cards.
And that's just because it takes more time.
Yeah, you can ask more than one question, but you can only ask one question at a time. So basically, if you ask me a question, once it goes through, I answer that question, you're more than welcome to ask a second question after that. I do not limit 3-card questions. You guys are more than welcome to ask as many as you want. The only time you guys have to pay is if you want to skip the line, or if you want to pay for a 10 card. That's it.
We say muffin readings are like $3.
Yeah, muffin readings are $3 because she is expensive for treats.
To be honest,
but sometimes she just literally picks them herself.
Mm-hmm. And they're for free.
Yeah. Alright, Demon Queen, Laura, will me and the baby's father marriage work out? So we have the Knight of Coins, we have the Queen of Wands, and we have the Two of Wands. So the Knight of Coins is your man. Your man is trying to currently work on developing his work life. He's trying to better himself right now to actually better himself work-wise. He's trying to get a better job. He's trying to get better pay. Trying to do better things. You, on the other hand, Laura, you're a woman of leadership. You're very, very strong. You're very, very powerful. You've kind of been like the one that's kind of been the lead in this relationship, which is not a bad thing. And just remember, foundation, communication, trust. Very, very important things. Now, the last thing it says is the Two of Wands. Good advice being given and received. So, Demon Queen, for your relationship or your marriage to work out is, I would say first and foremost, the 3 things I say is foundation, communication, trust. Those things, if you follow those throughout your entire marriage, you should have no problems. That being said, there's also a lot of advice being given to you by family members, friends, and things around you. So listen to the people around you and, listen to the answers or listen to your heart as well. Don't be afraid to communicate with him and say, hey, this is what I feel, this is what I'm afraid of, this is what I'm not afraid of. Because communication is very, very important. So far, what it looks like is it will work out as long as you listen to the advice being given and received. That's what I'm hearing, okay? So I hope that helps, Demon Queen. Milo, hi, love. Good to see you.
So can you say hi to Angie?
Hi, Angie. How are you? Angie, to get a 3-card reading, all you have to do follow the night part right there. There's a Google document. You click that, and you just basically follow through. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
I do feel bad for the people in the YouTube because when I do that, it looks like I'm a bot.
Yeah, I know. Alicia Flores! I can't put it in for you, but Kitty can.
I told her I would if she wasn't comfortable with that.
I was just saying, I can't, but Kitty can. That's what I have a mod for. Alicia Flores! Alright, let's rock, let's roll, let's get this through. Armand or Icaro? Alright, excuse me. You need to sit right there. Thank you. We have the Hierophant, we have the Ace of Cups, and we have the King of Swords. So, Alicia, here's the deal. Obviously, Armand or Icaro. You know the two names, you got it in your head. First and foremost, we have the Hierophant. The Hierophant tells us that... double check this, I want to make sure I say it right, because I always mix up the Hierophant. Power behind the scenes, teachers and teachings entering one's life. So, this person's a power behind the scenes, teachers and teachings entering one's life. The Ace of Cups is emotional fulfillment, okay? So this person is emotionally fulfilling you. And then finally, the King of Swords says you've won the war, now you must win the peace. So, you already know this person. You already know that they're the power, they're the one that's got your heart. You already know this person's the one that you really consider as the right person. You know the answer in your heart, okay? You know who will emotionally fulfill you. You know which one will be the right choice. You've won the war, now you just need to win the peace, which means you need to just go to this person and tell them how you feel. The one that you choose is the one that will win. Alright? I hope that helps.
For the gift I sent...
Yes,
gifts,
of course.
I sent kitty gift treats.
Come here, Muffin. Here you go, baby. There you go. Good girl. Not a problem, Alicia. Glad to help.
She just got brushed today, too. She's so pretty.
Apples, lemons. Does he want things to work out between me and him? Okay. Hi, Bonnie. Hello, Bonnie baby. It's like, Mommy, let me out of the prison. Mommy, can I get out of the prison? Mommy, prison, let me out.
If your dad lets you shut the door, I will let you out.
Yeah. Alright, apples, lemons. Does he want things to work out? Let's see what we got. Aw, thank you, Kaya. Or Kaya. It's Kaya. Anyways. Alright, so, does he want things to work out? So, he has the Ten of Coins. The Ten of Coins says joint finances and important investment decisions. So, right then and there, that means that joint finances usually means marriage. This means that he wants joint finances, he wants to make important investment decisions with you. The Hanging Dragon is next, which says that there's a period of delay. He took a little bit of time before, he was able to do the marriage thing, because obviously getting engaged to marriage, it takes time. Then the Six of Coins says there's a lifting of, you can only ask one thing at a time, Alicia, but you can ask more than one time, yes. But you can only ask one thing at a time, but you can ask as many questions as you want. Finally, there's the Six of Swords, and the Six of Swords says a lifting of tensions, and this means that in this situation, apples and lemons, yes, he wants things to work out between you. There's just a period of time he needs to get stuff in order to get the marriage together so he can actually do the wedding. He just needs time. He wants to make these choices with you. He wants to grow with you. Again, foundation, communication, trust. Make sure you guys work on all three. So, there's that. The feeling part of it, I'm guaranteeing because of the way that the cards are saying that the negativity is starting to lift, that means that you're going to start getting less and less of those fears and less of those things that are holding you back, and you're going to start seeing more of the positive. It's just right now you're dealing with the jitters or the emotional fears, okay? So, you got this, apples, lemons. Alright? Alright, Milo. Is he safe? Is JR a good person or not? And why did he enter the way he did? Okay. She stays for the treats. She also does readings herself because she just chooses.
She mostly stays for the
Knight of Wands, Two of Cups, and the King of Cups. Knight of Wands is dynamic male energy. Okay, so Knight of Wands says he's got the Chad energy. He wants to bump the fluffy butts. The Two of Cups says a new relationship starting or a new phase in an existing relationship. And then the King of Cups, which is an emotionally sensitive man capable of giving and receiving love. So he's going to start off with a bump and fluffy energy. But if you actually put him into a relationship and you actually kind of keep him in control and say, hey, look, I want a relationship and I'm not just going to bump fluffies. And you actually go into an actual relationship with him and you actually work towards that foundation, communication, and trust, he will become a man of love and understanding and very sensitive with you. All right? Good luck, Milo. Hello, Miss Donna. How are you? Kitty Kaylin! Kitty Kaylin! Ooh, will the husband get the job at the university lab? Woohoo!
Ooh.
No! What? How? When? I'm so sorry, Donna. Are you doing okay? Are you doing okay, sweetie? I'm sorry for your loss.
Also, Muffin, rude.
Muffin, you're a rude butt. Alright, guys, give me a second. I have to stop for a moment because with Muffin knocking down treats, it has summoned the two monsters. Come here. There's a Luna. And here's a Bonnie. They won awards yesterday. They're such good girls, aren't they? There's my good bitches. Alright. Alright, Kitty, let's see what we got for you. Sorry about that. Had to stop and give the ferrets some treats. The World Inverse, the Six of Coins, and the Ace of Swords. The World Inverse first and foremost says fear. Carry the weight of the world on your shoulders. So your husband's been dealing with some fears in the past. He's been dealing with some definite issues. He's carrying a lot of weight on his shoulder, and he's kind of been freaking out about this job. And it's kind of got him kind of icky, okay? The Six of Coins is the next thing. I think, if I remember correct, the Six of Coins is, wanting to be generous, but the need to be more discriminative. So your husband and you both need to understand that you guys need to be very, very careful with your money. You want to be generous and you want to give freely to people, but you need to hold off and be financially responsible for yourself and not others, so to speak, if that makes sense. And be very, very careful, okay? The final thing is the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords says there will be a breakthrough. It's going to be in the future, and it's going to take a little bit of time. So that means that things will get better, and the possibility of the job will happen, but it's maybe not be right now. It may be probably within the next one, which could be 1 month, 1 week, or 1 year, okay? Good girls. So I hope that helps. I'll be honest with you, Donna, I grieved really weird when my dad passed and with a few other people. I mean, at first I didn't feel anything, but it took time. So, good luck with it, sweetie. Stay strong, exactly. Not a problem, Kitty. Glad to help you. Haley! Hi, I'm back, LOL. Hi, Haley. Welcome back. Good to see you again. Alright. Should I continue to build a relationship with my love interest, or should he bite the dust? Alright, Haley, let's see what we got for you. We have the Eight of Swords, we have the Three of Cups, and we have the Three of Swords. So the Eight of Swords says frustration, the need to have patience to get through the issue, okay? So right now you're dealing with frustration with him, and that frustration has led you to have patience to get to today. Today, the Three of Cups comes in, and that says an old friend is coming back into your life. This old friend coming back into your life is kind of showing you that this guy may not exactly be as great as you thought he was, because he's just not being that great. And the final thing is going to come down to the Three of Swords, which says heartbreak unless you guys can learn to communicate. So, Haley, I hate to tell you this, but the simple fact of the matter is if this guy refuses to actually communicate with you, you might as well tell him to kick rocks. Because if he won't communicate, don't let yourself have a heartbreak, and cry. Tell him to kick rocks and be done with it, okay? Good luck, and I hope that helps. Next up is Ariana, the beautiful Aries Empress. Not a problem. Ariana, you still here, my friends? Hey, Rebecca, what's up?
I don't want to your YouTube just to see who subscribed.
Ariana or Angie, are either of you here? Angie. Or Ariana. And Alicia, you're after Angie, so just kick back and relax. I'll be to you in a second. Angie or Ariana, are either of you here? I know you're both on YouTube, and I know YouTube's kind of a little behind every once in a while. I don't know why it does that, but it does. All right, Angie. May I get a 3-card reading on my future husband? You got it. Justice, King of Swords, and the 7 of Swords. Justice inverse tells us there's imbalance right now currently. Yeah, she's right. Hold up. Watch.
Oh, she was on the tortoise.
She was on top of the TARDIS. She's right here. Alright, Angie. So Justice tells me that there's been imbalance in the past, and there's been no relationships, obviously. Because it's your future husband. Duh. The King of Swords tells me that you've won the war, now you must win the peace, okay? So the person that's going to be your future husband is somebody that's actually in your life currently right now as your life. The 7 of Swords tells me that to make it happen, you're going to have to make an important but worthwhile sacrifice. What that means, I'm not sure, but you can kind of figure it out. Probably means that you're going to have to sacrifice a friend to make them your husband. I'm sure, but I'm not positive. But there you go. Be prepared. And good luck. I hope that helps. So I'm going to tell you, unfortunately, cards don't say names. I wish they would. But gives you a little bit of info. And why is that being about? All right, there we go. Alicia! Did he betray you in any way while you were in a relationship? Well, let's see if he was a betrayal. Let's see what we can find out for you, Alicia.
If he was, we shall burn him at the stake.
Not a problem, Angie. Glad to help. Can you at Ariana, the Empress? Or Dazzling, the Aries Empress? It's on YouTube.
YouTube?
Yes. Because I'm not going to do another one of hers while she's not here.
I can see if she's in here, but she is not.
She's not, okay. Figures too much. Alright. Alicia, so, here we go. Alicia, we have the 2 of Wands, which is good advice being given or received. So, while you were in the relationship with him, a lot of people are giving you information telling you, hey, watch out for this guy, or hey, heads up, this is what's going on. And you may have not taken it as taken it for granted because you're like, oh no, he would never do that, but you had feelings about it. Then we had Judgment. Judgment tells us that the fears and phobias and obsessions that we are afraid of may be possibly true. So with the Judgment card being the way it is, your fears, phobias may have been true, which means that possibly what you were fearing is what may have been happening. He could have been doing things behind your back. He could have been doing things with other people. God only knows what. But obviously, it's definitely, it looks like he may have betrayed you. Finally, the Page of Cups, which is new social contacts. You gaining new social contacts is what got you away from him, and there you go. That's why you're in better relationships. So I hope that helps, Alicia. Odeka! Not a problem, Alicia. Glad to help. Like Kitty says, please consider subscribing. We appreciate it. Follow, subscribe, whatever you want to do. Join our membership thing if you want. All the fun stuff.
At least with our memberships, you can get emotes.
Yeah, you get emotes, and you get free. If you got Prime, it's free. Anyway. Alright, let's see. Odeka. We have the 10 of coins. The 7 of coins. And the 3 of coins. A lot of coins. So your next relationship, unfortunately, it looks like we're going to have a lot of... we have a lot of coins here. So the 10 of coins is all about financial responsibility. It's about joint finances and important investment decisions. Okay, the 7 of coins is hard work but approaching harvest time. And then the 3 of coins is learning new skills and developing new abilities. So what does that tell us? So you're going to have to make some hard choices. You're going to have to make some financial choices that are going to set you down a path that's going to get you to the 7 of coins. The 7 of coins is going to say hard work, but you're approaching your harvest time. When you go to that harvest time, you're going to actually get the ability to learn new skills and develop new abilities. And through developing those new skills and developing those new skills and abilities, you may possibly meet the person that you're going to be in a relationship with. Now, here's the weird part about this. The cards aren't talking about your relationship. They're talking more about you being successful more so in work-wise and bettering yourself. And the cards are straightly saying that, hey, you're going to better yourself over and over and over again. That means that in the next year, I don't think you may find a super long-term relationship. And that means, I think in the next year, what you're going to find is you may have like a girlfriend here or a boyfriend, whichever one it be. That's your choice. But you may have just like a fling that may last a little while. But your next, once you get past this stuff, you get past this thing and you're actually doing better work-wise, you got yourself career-oriented and things like that, maybe after all that time's over with and after a year's passed, maybe you might actually get into the position where you actually are able to get a relationship or stuff like that, okay? So I hope that helps. All right, Alicia, you're up. Oh, hey, there you are, Empress. All right, Dazzling, I got your other question. So I really like a new person. Why can't I get a past person that I know and like? Okay. Oh, you don't really want a new person. Okay, yeah, my bad. So let me get you that question taken care of. Okay, Dazzling? She must have run back and listened to the other question. Had to have been. Alright, so let's see what we get for you, Ariana. 2 of Cups, 3 of Cups, and the Fool. So the 2 of Cups is a new relationship starting or a new phase in an existing relationship. So the past person might actually be a relationship. And the reason I say that is because the 3 of Cups says, old friend coming back, okay? It's basically an old friend coming back or, give me exact words. Reunion with friends, okay? So this is somebody from your past that you're going to reunionize with and things like that. And the final thing is we actually have a new chapter beginning. Now, the Fool tells us a new chapter is beginning, but you're going to have to get creative to make it happen. So to actually make it work with this past person, you may have to get creative and you may have to literally tell them, look, I like your face. I want to swoosh it. I want to be in a good relationship, and I don't want to just bump fluffies. You need to actually have a committed relationship. So be prepared to speak your mind and tell them what you want, and put down the rules, and hopefully you'll get what you want. Okay? Good luck, Miss Dazzling Empress. Wait, I wasn't done. That's fine. You can put in another question.
Hey, love. I texted you this, but I'm going to have to pick up orange juice after the live.
Why?
So, what Alyssa had today, apparently, Amanda's coworker has...
That's fine. We'll figure that out.
Vitamin C.
Okay. So, Dazzling. All right. The question, what it was, the 2 of Cups, which was new relationship starting or new phase in an existing relationship. So, if you guys are already friends, you might be taking it from friendship to more. A reunion with an old friend. That reunion with an old friend is going to bring forth that old relationship. And then through that one, you have a chance of actually having a good relationship if you oh my God, if you get creative with it and tell them how you feel. All right? So there you go. All right, Ariana? All right, next up is Alicia. Hey, Alex, what's up? Alicia Flores. Nope. Hold up. I need to know how far behind I am on YouTube, because that's kind of disturbing how far behind I am on YouTube.
I'm caught up on your YouTube.
You know, I completely understand that, Dazzling, and you know what? I don't know why men do that. It's seriously, some people just don't, I don't know why they don't prioritize amazing women. And you are an amazing woman. I don't get it. So, I'm sorry to have that happen to you.
It is 2023. We should be prioritizing everybody that isn't a fucking drain on our mental health.
Yeah. Alicia Flores! Okay. You gave 2 names, and we think it's the one, so let's see what we got here. So the 3 of Cups, the World, and the 10 of Coins. In other words, I gave you 2 names, so Armand P is the next person I'll have a serious relationship with. So, the 3 of Cups says reunion with an old friend. The World says successful attainment of your objectives. And then finally, the 10 of Cups says joint finances and important investment decisions. Yes, Armand P will be the next serious relationship. It could lead to wedding bells. So, there you go. And Angie, what I said is, you may have to sacrifice a friend, as in, you may have to lose a friend to make them your relationship type thing. That is a possible, that is a possible sacrifice. But it did definitely say you had to make a sacrifice. I don't know what that sacrifice exactly is going to be. I said jokingly, you're going to have to sacrifice a friend to make them a relationship. But it could possibly just be that sacrifice. All right. All right, and that is the cue. That's everybody.
Hey, can I put one in? Please, it's just work general.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Not a problem, Angie. Glad to help. And what the hell is going on at work?
Nothing. I just want to see, yes, finances and work. So it's not really a general. I just want to see how far we're going to grow.
Text me.
What do you mean?
Read your text, you'll see. Aw, thank you. Demon, they're right now all kind of around. Anyways. Alright. Did you put one in?
No, I didn't.
You just want to work general?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Oh.
Thank you, Demon Queen. We appreciate it. Give me a second, Dazzling. I'll get right back to yours. I'm just going to go ahead and take care of Kitty's real quick. She just wants a general work. The Devil Inverse, the 3 of Wands, and the Queen of Coins. Okay. Alright. The Devil Inverse basically is... It's been a while since I read the Devil Inverse. Holy crap. I can't remember what the hell it means. Devil Inverse. Lack of vision, blocked sexual energy. 3 of Wands is taking leadership. You're going to take control and take leadership. Which means taking leadership and becoming an actual runner. And then the Queen of Coins is developing what works out of your life.
Yay.
Which is, So stop sexualizing your boss and start being a boss, start doing the right what you need to do.
It's gonna take time. We're not planning on moving shops until at least next year.
I'm just teasing. Stop sexualizing your boss. I know she's hot, but stop.
If anything, my boss sexualizes me. Thank you.
How dare you both. Alright, Dazzling. Is the past person that's coming in life an ex or somebody I already know and like? Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Son of a... Alright. Six of Wands, Two of Swords, Knight of Coins. So the Six of Wands is victory, successful attainment of your objectives. The Two of Swords is indecision. And the Knight of Coins is a man that wants to develop the work side of his life. So it's kind of a little wonky on this one, but you're going to successfully attain somebody. The person is somebody in your life that basically they're somebody you already know, and you possibly like them, but they're developing the work side of their life, so they've been really working on themselves work-wise. They're trying to better themselves. You've been very indecisive about them in the past. You've not been able to you've been like, oh, I definitely could date them, but I'm not sure. I really like this guy more, and I'm going to try to date this guy, but this guy is really somebody I like, and, you know what I mean? You've been very, very indecisive, very, very, untrustworthy with your mind of which way you want to go, but this guy's been there, and he's really been working on himself, and really developing himself work-wise, and he's definitely making something of himself. And he's definitely going to be the person that you're going to be able to achieve victory with and actually find a decent relationship. All right? I hope that helps.
You're so itchy.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Nothing I can do about it. Odeka!
Not until Wednesday.
Yeah.
You can Claritin my help.
What?
You can Claritin my help.
I'm fine. I take Claritin. Alright, will Elle reach out for me this summer? Seven of Cups, Knight of Wands, and the Sun. The Seven of Cups says confusion. The need to get your priorities in order. So, Odeka, you need to get your priorities in order right now, which means you need to take care of yourself and kind of get the money and all the other fun, wonderful things in order, because that's what's important. Okay? The Knight of Wands is a dynamic male energy, and I'm betting Elle may possibly be dealing with a dynamic male energy right now, which means she's dealing with somebody that all they want is to bump fluffies. After they get out of that relationship, you're going to see the sun rise on that, and when that sunrise happens, you're going to see strength. You're going to be seeing growth in a lot of different ways. You're going to see her mentally, physically, emotionally, and everything else blossom and change. The same will happen with you as well. Will it happen by summer? I'm not sure, but I'm definitely putting down that 1 year or 7. I'll say actually more for the 7, which could be about 7 months, okay? So, good luck with that. Come on, girls. I know you're still out here.
Bonnie wasn't. Bonnie went to bed.
She's right here.
Yeah, she just came down.
Yes. Not a problem. Alright. Demon Queen.
Anonymous donated $3.33.
Thank you very much for the donation. I appreciate that. You didn't have to, but thank you so much.
Anonymous?
Yeah, they just donated. I don't know.
Show yourself!
It's just people being nice. Alright, Muffin. Alright. It was me. Oh, thank you, Odeka. You're a sweetheart. I appreciate it. Alright. Will you get your fur baby Batman back from the SPCA? Well, let's see what we can get for you, Demon Queen. SPCA is really hard to get animals back from, I know that, but if you can prove that you have a good place, you should have no problems, hopefully. Aw, thank you, Odeka. I appreciate it. I try my best to do the best I can. Three of Cups, reunion with an old friend. Ace of Wands, which is a new plan of action. And then the Queen of Wands, which is a woman of leadership. So what this tells me is you're going to have a reunion with your old friend, which hopefully that's your fur baby. But you're going to need a better plan of action, which means you're going to have a, you're going to go in there and probably have a good plan of action to do it. And you're going to have to take leadership to make sure you get your cat back. So, or dog, whichever one. So there you go. All right. Good luck. And then Queen Milligros. And everybody, I'm going to probably close the queue in about 10 minutes. So at 8:30, I'm probably going to be closing the queue, just so you guys know. So you have 10 minutes left, more to throw in as many questions as you want. So Queen Milligros. Queen Milligros. Muffin, are you being cute? Are you? Yes, you are. I know.
When is she not?
Hi, Millie. Alright, Knight of Cups, the Devil Inverse, and the World. Will me and Chew work things out? So, Chewy and you, right now, first of all, he's got the Knight of Coins. Which means Chewy is right now trying to develop the work side of his life. He's really trying to better himself and make himself better, and that's what he's been doing in the past. The Devil says there's some blocked vision between the two of you. You guys can't see eye to eye, and there's some sexual tension there as well. Understand that with that stuff, you got to make sure you're very, very cautious, and you have to understand that you guys have this tension and stuff, and it's there for a reason. You need to communicate. You need to, work on your foundation, communicate, and be trustworthy to each other. In the end, the World says successful attainment of your goals. So if you guys sit down, you work it out, and you talk through it, you guys will make it. All right. Good luck with you and Chewy.
Hey, I know you want to say hi to the stream,
Give her here.
but you can only say hi in the camera. You can't type on Mommy's computer.
Say hello.
She literally just spammed on the H button.
I am Fidgy. I am Bonnie, the Fidgy. So, Bonnie, we heard yesterday you won an important award. You got the shortest pet in the entire pet parade. How do you feel?
Bonita.
Bonita. You look bonita. You are extremely bonita. Mwah. Aw, thank you. I appreciate it. You are perfectly bonita.
I gotta say, the best part of the parade was the woman that walked up to us and was like, "How much do ferrets cost?" And we're like,
Oh my god,
expensive.
So we were sitting there at this parade, okay, and this lady comes up, and I don't try to judge, but let's just put it this way. She was not exactly wealthy looking, okay?
She could have rubbed two nickels together.
She did not exactly look very wealthy, which again, I do not cause, I don't say anything against that. I mean, if you want to spend your last dime on a fair, that's your choice. But I tried to explain to her, and she's like, how much are they? Are they expensive? And I'm like, I tried to explain. Just their cage alone is about $400 to $500. You have to buy at least 2 ferrets, which each ferret runs about $200 to $300 a piece.
If you don't rescue them.
Then, on top of all that, you have to go take them to the vet, and you have to make sure they're up to date on their vet shots, which is about $70 for the 2 of them, which that's cheap. I mean, Jesus, their shots are cheap. Then, if you take them outside, you have to make sure you give them medicine for being outside. You have to have leashes. You have to have all that stuff. Then you got to get their food. Their food's about $50 a month. And she's just like, there's no way they're that expensive. I'm like, yeah, they 100% are. I mean, to start a ferret and you actually get 2 ferrets, you're looking at about at least easily a good $1,200 to $1,500 just to start off.
I mean, if you look back in history, ferrets were only owned by the
Royalties.
rich and royalty.
They're still super expensive. But I mean, then again, you can say the same thing for chinchillas. You can say the same thing for any animal that has...
You can say that for any exotic
Oh my
animal.
god, birds. Birds, I mean, Jesus. Birds, you're just throwing money away. Because, I mean, birds, it's like $1,000 just to buy the bird itself. My god, they're expensive. But they're amazing. My grandbird was $400 just for the bird. And then the cage and everything. Actually, their cages are much, much cheaper. Surprisingly. Their cages are so cheap. I couldn't believe that.
Yeah.
But yeah. Oh. Demon Queen Laura. Will your sister get back with her ex? Let's see what we can find out. But yeah, it's very, very interesting to see animals. Animals are amazing. I'm trying to teach Bonnie to do readings right now, which is not exactly working out very well. She does not do well with them.
She doesn't do well in front of the camera, really.
Yeah, she's just too fidgety. Ha! Fidgety. Ha! The Sun, the Knight of Wands, and Strength. So, Demon Queen, your sister... In the recent past, your sister hit a growth spurt, okay? She grew emotionally, financially, physically, all ways possible. She grew. Now, that might have been when she actually broke up with her ex. Which, if that is, that's a good thing, and that shows that she's growing and making better choices for herself. The thing is, right now, the presence is the Knight of Wands. The ex, I think, is basically a dynamic male energy that's just trying to get back in her life. Which basically means that the only reason why he wants her back is because he wants to bump fluffy butts. So he really is not a good person, and he should not be back in her life. She needs to have the intention to keep the strength and tell him no. So you need to kind of tell her, I mean, yeah, he may want her back, but you need to tell her to not take him back, because all he's going to do is basically want to bump fluffy butts, and that possibly could mean that he's going to cheat on her and be really, really bad for her. Whatever reason she broke up with him in the first place, maybe the reason is to keep him away now. So, definitely don't trust the man. Alright?
Actually, better yet, just don't date any of your exes again.
Exes are exes for a reason, people. Keep them that way. Alright, Alicia Flores. Amon, is he your soulmate? So, soulmate questions are very, very difficult, and I'm going to do my best with this one with you, for you, Alicia. But I'll be honest with you. This doesn't, even if he is your soulmate or not, just remember, a soulmate could possibly not be your life partner. A soulmate could be somebody that's only there for a certain amount of time. It's interesting because it's all depending on how you actually consider soulmates.
I consider my sister my soulmate.
You missed what, Demon Queen? Oh, Demon Queen, I said dynamic male energy. Basically, I said that she was growing because she left him. He's got dynamic male energy, which means that he is just looking to bump fluffy butts, which means he just wants her for, enjoyment. And then the final part of that was that she should stick with herself and basically stick with strength and go through until, stick with what she knows is what powers her and strengthens her and makes her better, which is telling him no. Yeah, and she's not going to be better when she goes back. So, definitely best to stay away from him. Alright, Alicia. Amon P is my soulmate. Okay, so we have the 7 of coins, the hanging dragon, and the chariot. The 7 of coins is hard work, but approaching your harvest time. Okay? So, you're going to be working hard to kind of nut this guy down as a relationship. Now, the hanging dragon says there's going to be a period of delay before you're going to actually know if he's your soulmate or not. Or if he's going to be the right guy forever. But the last card says is the chariot. And the chariot says if you keep your eyes on the prize and you keep working towards the end goal, you will achieve it. So, like I always say, foundation, communication, and trust, keep those 3 things solid and keep working towards that goal at all times between the 2 of you. And you 2 will be seeing the end of time together, hopefully. As far as soulmate, it doesn't exactly say soulmate, but, the cards are saying you guys are going to stick together as long as you guys stay true to each other. Okay? So hopefully that helps. It was only a day boyfriend? Well, maybe she... Maybe, honestly, if she dumped him that quickly, maybe it was for a good reason. So who knows? Not a problem. Stinky Pickle! Oh, stinky pickle, stinky, stinky pickle. Where is my stinky pickle? Oh, wait, that's kind of weird to say. Oh, no. Hey, what's up? How you been, man? I appreciate to see you back again. All right.
No one wants to know where Stinky Pickle is, Tark.
I don't know why I said that. But anyways, we got a minute before the queue closes, so Kitty, can you go ahead and make sure to close the queue in a minute?
I've already got a timer set for it.
Thank you. You're amazing, as always. Bam! We got the Seven of Swords. We got the Star, and we've got the Lovers. Alright. Should you stop being friends without? The Seven of Swords says, make an important but worthwhile sacrifice. Okay? Ah, that might be what it is, Demon Queen. And see, that's the thing. When you ask the questions, when you ask the cards a question, if there's two of them, you have to specify. So I apologize. All right. Sorry about that, guys. Oh. All right. So Seven of Swords says making worthwhile but important but worthwhile sacrifice. Then the Star comes in, which the Star is in for inverse, which says a false sense of security. So is this person a good person or not? Well, you have a false sense of security around them, which means that they may be lying to you or they may be mistreating you. The final thing we have here is the Lovers. And the Lovers says intensity in relationship. So there's a very intense relationship between the two of you that's going to be going on for a very long time. But you have to make the decision. You have to make the decision whether it's going to be goodbye or not. Because you have to understand they have lied to you. They have done some bad. But you have to understand that if it's something you can let go or not. And if you can let it go and you can make that sacrifice to let it go, then you guys can move on and be friends. If you can't, then you have to make the sacrifice of letting them go as a friend and move on without them. Alright? I hope that helps, Stinky Pickle, and I wish you the best. And with that being said, we are completely done with all the questions for the night. We want to say thank you all for being here tonight. If you have not subscribed, we really suggest subscribing and hitting that follow button and that like button and all that other fun stuff. So you know when we're alive. We will be back alive again tomorrow, Saturday and Sunday. That being said, we love you all. Please don't forget to do your dishes. And TikTok, we'll see you tomorrow. Twitch, let's see who is currently live. I think we're going to go Nash. All right. Oh, not a problem, Alicia Flores. I was glad to help. I was glad to help with you guys. It's always a pleasure. So I think we're going to go ahead and raid Nash's to Ashes. He's currently playing Elden Ring. He likes to play that a lot, so it's kind of boring that way. But we love him. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and raid him. We'll give him some love. You guys have a great night. We appreciate you. Oh, wait. Actually, we're going to raid the Witch and Smith. We haven't raided them in a while. They're doing V Rising tonight. They're actually having a lot of fun with that. They normally do tarot as well, so we'll give them a little bit of love tonight. So we're going to go ahead and raid them, and I'd just like to say thank you all for being here tonight, and don't forget to do your dishes, and we'll see you guys again tomorrow. Mwah. Love you all. Bye.
Since up that way. No.